Welcome to Comic Spitball with Adam Arden, and sitting down today with Jordan Brady, director of the great documentary I Am Comic.
That's a great intro. Great intro, Adam.
Hey, that's a great documentary you done there.
Thanks, man.
So,
how'd you see it? On Showtime or a film festival?
I saw it. I caught it on Showtime.
Beautiful.
Now on the DVD, is there special features on it?
Adam, the DVD comes out October 12th. 2010. I don't know when people are going to see this. I mean, this will be up here forever.
Uh-huh.
I'm really, right now, we're in the future.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's say you bought the DVD back October 12th. Or you put it in your Netflix queue. Because right now, in the past, it's already available on Netflix in your queue.
That's right.
And then in the not-so-distant past, October 12th, you were able to receive it from Netflix or buy the DVD of I Am Comic. And it's loaded with bonus features.
Awesome.
Here's what you got. And this bonus feature I'm really proud of, man. It sums up the movie. I call it True Stories with Sarah and Jeff. It was two different stories. They're like a minute or so each, minute and a half. One from Sarah Silverman, one from Jeff Foxworthy. And those two polarities of comedy sum up the movie. She's over here, he's over here. She's potty mouth, he's clean. He's a little bit country, she's a little bit rock and roll. And together, they are comics.
That's beautiful. What I mean? That's beautiful.
Because they're both funny. Funny is funny. Whether you do it about this topic or speak in this manner, funny is funny.
Now, you were a comic yourself. Do you ever get on stage anymore, or? Well,
Adam, I graced the stage just 2 Saturdays ago.
Oh.
But I read the page. It was I don't know if they have them there in Lexington, North Carolina, but in L.A. they have like coffee shop, bookstore things where you read some shit that you wrote, but then you really perform it.
Yeah.
And glance down at the page, but it's one topic. It's a story.
Gotcha. Yeah, we've hit the coffee shop boom of this decade. This is the coffee shops are definitely taking over the comedy world, I think.
Well, the good thing about it for me is I'm a TV commercial director by trade now.
Uh-huh. And
I made some movies and I direct shorts and do whatever. But I'm a TV commercial director, so that takes up a lot of time. And so to perform, you kind of got to be in it. You're a comic. You have to work out like going to the gym.
Yeah.
So reading off a page, a short story, is like cheating. It's a crutch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it lets me perform, and at the same time, I don't have to be razor sharp like I'm going up at the Laugh Factory or something.
Gotcha. So you try to keep the muscle warmed up?
I keep the muscle toned, baby. And there's a couple of bars. There's a couple of bars I do twice a year. If a friend's going up. My friend Wayne Fetterman is a comedian. He's been on, had his own Comedy Central special, and good friend of mine. So I steal his material. That's if I need an opening joke, and I'll call and tell him. I'm not saying that makes it okay.
Yeah.
But I'll go, Wayne, what am I going to do? I'm not going to get booked on the big cruise ship or something with your material. Take money out of your mouth.
Gotcha. Now that brings up an interesting topic, because on I Am Comic, y'all had Carlos Mencia on there. And he comes out and he says, fuck yeah, I steal material, I steal jokes and all that. And that's something, after I saw that, I went back on the internet and I looked at all these previous videos of him where he's denying it and everything. So what did it take to get him to come out and just say it?
Roofie?
A roofie.
Roofie? For those of you that don't know, you can pause the tape and Google it, or I'll just tell you right now, it's a date rape drug.
It's a date rape drug.
No, you know what? Carlos Mencia says a lot of clever and insightful things in the doc, right? Leading up to what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you're a minority comic, you have to go outside of your comfort zone and perform for other types of crowds. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
So we did this interview, and at the end of the interview, we cut the camera, and Rich Scheider and myself just said politely, "You're one of the last people we're going to interview. You know what people accuse you of. Do you know, if you want to be done, we're done. If you'd like to address it, there's a lot of comedians in this documentary, and you're one of them. People are going to wonder why we didn't ask you." So, out of courtesy and respect, we didn't ask him on camera. We gave him the option. He said, "Sure, I know what you're talking about. Roll the camera." And he confessed. Now, he's kind of tongue-in-cheek about it.
Yeah.
And since then, he's been on a few other podcasts where people have seen I Am Comic and said, "Well, you admitted it, but did you really?" And at this point, I mean, I think it's obvious that he was influenced by other people's material. I don't think he consciously did it. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's a good guy, and he's funny, and he has moving forward, I bet he does more of his own stuff.
Gotcha. But, you know,
is that a good answer, or is that too long of an answer?
Well, no, that was a good answer. It was just, when that part in the movie hit, it was kind of like watching a Scorsese flick and seeing the schizophrenia in the future. Like, I didn't see that part coming, you know? Like, you Scorsese the documentary right there, and
I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah, no, that is a compliment. That really,
yeah. I mean, a documentary, it wouldn't be on Showtime, and you wouldn't have bought the DVD October 12th if it was just a series of interviews.
Yeah,
you'd wait till we put it in shitty little 6-minute chunks on YouTube.
You know that it. I compared it because I really only had it to compare it to two other documentaries I've seen, which was Jerry Seinfeld's Comedian.
That's a great documentary.
Which was very good.
Yeah.
And then, if you want to count this, Jamie Kennedy's Heckler, which is a... I like Heckler, don't get me wrong, but, you know, it doesn't capture all sides of the comedy world, but...
Well, you know, Heckler... It's funny, the director of Heckler, who edited the movie as well, this guy, Michael Addis, great guy, very insightful into the documentary process. His goal was not to explain the Heckler in terms of stand-up comedy only.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they did a great job of opening up, you know, how just everybody's a critic.
Yeah.
And people fuck with your act, whether it's a movie or a performance or something. It's hard to feel sorry for Jamie Kennedy because he works. He's a movie star. He's funny. So I mean, if one or two movies don't hit, I don't really feel sorry for him.
No,
make another one. Do better. I don't know.
Exactly. I did get tired of him kind of whining, you know, like. But it is what it is. Maybe the shoe's not on this foot, so maybe if a million people are hating on me, which I may get that opportunity if they watch these Spitballs, I don't know. But
no one can hate you, Adam.
Oh, you haven't heard my act yet.
I made a bunch of bombs, man. I made a couple of bomb movies, and if you score with a movie, you get the credit. Like you're having me on your show.
Yeah.
If you bomb, you take the shit. I mean, it's all the credit, all the blame if you're the director, or you know the major star in the thing. You know, you chose to do it. There's a movie I made where I chose to read the script, knowing like, there's some problems, and I thought, well, I'll fix it, and I didn't. It's my fault. Wait. So that's what I say to Jamie. But as a documentary on comedy, I thought it was pretty insightful, and I liked. You know, Patton Oswalt and Andy Kindler and Arsenio Hall. Where's he been? I love Arsenio Hall.
Yeah.
So I like the comics in the movie and the way they structured it. And my favorite part of Heckler, which is available on DVD, is when the critic actually criticizes the documentary up to that point.
Yeah.
That's what you young kids call very meta.